And we will find him. But when we find him, he may be with others. Others that don't have a criminal conviction but are in the country illegally, they will be arrested too. Because we're not going to strike, and this is the difference between the last administration and this administration. ICE is going to enforce the immigration law. There's nothing in the INA, the Immigration Nationality Act, says you got to be convicted of a serious crime in order to be removed from this country.
Let me just make sure that I understand what you're saying, because at first you said that the first targets are those with criminal records, but you are also saying that those who are undocumented in the U.S., also who don't have criminal records, people who are working in their communities, maybe even have spouses who are American citizens, they could be swept up with ICE today as well?
What I'm telling you is when we go find our priority target, which is a criminal alien, if he's with others in the United States illegally, we're going to take enforcement action against him. We're going to enforce the immigration law.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very targeted to me. The administration also announced it revoked an Obama-era guidance that prevented ICE agents from raiding sensitive locations such as places of worship, schools, hospitals, weddings, and funerals. The Department of Homeland Security said in a statement, quote, "Criminals will no longer be able to hide in America's schools and churches to avoid arrest." They're not hiding. They're just going to school. Or going to the doctor, or going to church, like all of us do. Mayors of so-called sanctuary cities, places that don't use their police forces to hunt down migrants, have ordered officials not to assist ICE agents. Trump's Department of Justice responded by threatening to prosecute any local officials who disrupt ICE enforcement actions. The National Immigration Law Center advises people that if they come into contact with an immigration officer, they have a right to remain silent and a right to speak to a lawyer. Also, never let an ICE agent into your home unless they have a warrant. Meanwhile, Trump's non-governmental allies, let's say, are playing their role in spreading fear among immigrant communities. The Ku Klux Klan in Kentucky is distributing flyers around the state, telling immigrants to leave now. And the United Farm Workers Union reported that it's received threats in the mail about deportations. Letters that read, quote, "Trump is coming," and, quote, "report illegal aliens, there is nowhere to hide." There are more than 2 million agricultural workers in the U.S. who we all rely on to produce our food, and about half of them are today in danger of being ripped away from their families and deported by Donald Trump and his Baron Harkonnen-looking border czar, Tom Homan.